El grupo de los primos, conformado por Anabel, Luisa Fernanda y Julio César, les presenta en este corto video el resumen y exposición de los músculos del tórax y abdomen. Gracias.
Muscles of the trunk. The first muscle of the trunk would be the pectoralis muscles or muscle, and first we'll begin with pectoralis major. Here's pectoralis major, this large chest muscle. That is the superficial one. If you remove that, we will find pectoralis minor right here. Pectoralis minor is deep to pectoralis major. Next we have some intercostal muscles. Those intercostal muscles are found between the ribs. We have two sets. We have an internal set and an external set. So we have between each rib two muscles, internal intercostal and external intercostal. The internals are medial, the externals are more lateral. So here's an internal intercostal, and so forth. External intercostal, external, and so forth. Next on the list we have serratus anterior. I'm going to remove his arm. Serratus anterior is named for its serrated appearance on the body. We can see this little serrated effect where the serratus anterior tucks under this muscle. If I move it to the other side and remove the arm, we'll be able to see the serratus anterior. Here is serratus anterior, right here, this muscle. The muscles of the abdomen begin with the external oblique, the most superficial muscle. It's this one right here. The fibers are running the way your fingers run in your jeans pockets. All of those fibers end in connective tissue, which form a broad connective tissue sheet here called an aponeurosis, all this gray stuff. That aponeurosis is entitled or named the aponeurosis of the external oblique. Those connective tissue fibers, that sheet, that aponeurosis comes over and attaches to a fibrous cord that runs from the xiphoid process all the way to the pubic bone, and that fibrous cord is called the linea alba. If we remove the aponeurosis of the external oblique and the external oblique, we will see the internal oblique. The internal oblique fibers run perpendicular to the external oblique fibers. So here is the internal oblique. On the midline on either side, we see two parallel muscles, one here and one here. These are the rectus abdominis, and you can tell the rectus abdominis because they have tendinous intersections. That's the six-pack we see in bodybuilders. It's really an eight-pack. We have also an internal abdominal muscle. This is the deepest one of all, called transverse abdominis, and the fibers run transversely across the abdomen.